Okay, so I'm going to do something really crazy here. I'm on the Chessboard, Chapter 2 of Program Structure in Eloquent JavaScript.net. It says, write a program that creates a string that represents an 8x8 grid, using new line characters to separate lines. At each position of the grid, there is either a space or a asterisk character. The character should form a chessboard. Passing the string to console.log should show something like this. When you have a program that generates this pattern, define a binding size equals 8 and change the program so it works for any size, outputting a grid of the given width and height. It took me 30 minutes to figure this out, and I don't think anybody wants to watch that, so I'm redoing it, and I'm going to do it over again until it burns into my memory, because this really needs to be memorized. Okay, the hint here is you need to have empty one of these, yada yada. I'm just going to go on and do it. So it says here, you need 2 bindings to track your progress. To know whether to put a space or hashtag, hash sign at a given point or asterisk, whatever, you can test whether the sum of the 2 counters is even. You have to use that. Oh, wow. 2. We're going to have a for loop and another for loop. And oh, wait, it tells you up here. You have a program that generates this pattern. Define a binding size equals 8. So first, let size equal 8. That's very basic. We're going to have just a space holder. Let board, anything, equal empty space. Does anybody know why we do that? I don't know. Okay, so for, we're going to use x is going to be equal to 0, I think. X must be less than the size. If we change the size, we can, I don't think comma is allowed, is it? X plus, that's easy. That's the easy part. I've got to change this keyboard around for that. I'm trying to memorize it. Down at the bottom, we're going to do board plus equals slash in. Oh, that's going to be in quotes, I think. And then there is console log board. Alright, let's see how gross this looks right now. Okay. For, I like X first. Y equals 0. Y is, that hasn't even changed. Just goof that one up. Y plus. plus y remainder 2 equals 0, then board plus, we're just adding it, that's all it is. We're adding, I get it, we're adding. We're just adding another character. And that character will be a space. Else, we're adding another board symbol called, oh god, that was horrible. This is the worst part of it. I really got to figure that out. Alrighty. I think that's it. So this controls the line. This controls the characters. So for the characters, we have to do less than 8. And if it's divisible by 2, put a space. If it's not, put a hashtag. And then we put another line. And then we loop all the way back around and do another line. All the characters and back around until 8 is completed. And we console the whole board. What else did I miss? If, else. Okay, let me break that out. That's the if and else statements. Oh, just like last time. That looks horrible. That looks a little better. Okay, that looks a lot better. What? If, else, for, he, that there, that there, that there. What did I think of? What's wrong? It's the whole 4. It's the outside 4. That's the lines. Right? The outer loop handles the lines. The outer loop handles the lines. And the inner loop handles all the characters. Oh. Found it. Ta-da! Okay, how long did that take me this time? 9 minutes. Beautiful. So, size of the board could be 8. We could change it to 9. This is the fun of it now, once you have that. We could change it to an even 10. That'd probably even look even cooler. That's fun, if you get it. For the outside loop, it's basically adding a new line for every size 10. For the inside loop, when y is less than 10, it'll keep on going. I guess a smaller number may be easier to talk about. So basically, you start off with 0. You don't have anything. And it's okay to continue since you're less than the 4. And you're going to add one more, so now it's 1. So if x 0, which I guess turned into a 1 here. 1 plus 1 is divisible by 2, because it's 2. That's right. So we add a blank. So the first one will be a blank. And then it loops right about here, right here, because we're not done. We're not over the size. They're not over 4 yet. The x will still be 0. The y will then be 1. Oh, sorry. This was 1, because we added it here. Now this one will be 2. That's not divisible by 3, so we go down here and add a hashtag. That's this hashtag. And we keep doing that until we go over 4. When we go over 4, it breaks, it stops. And you go outside the loop to this loop, and it breaks into a new line. And then it goes back up here. Now that it's 1, it checks and makes sure it's still underneath the 4, and adds another one. So now it's 2. And then we go into another for loop. This starts all over again at 0. That x is now 2. This y will be 1 because we're adding it here. 2 plus 1 is 3. Is it divisible by 2? No. So we add a hashtag. That's this one. And it continues on until we get to the bottom line, right here. When you finish this outside loop, this will be over 4, as you see, and then you console log all of those characters. And that's it. And it's a straight line, basically written like so. Let's see, it would be, where is that it? Yeah, like this. It'd be space, hashtag, space, hashtag, and then it would have a slash n. Then it'd be hashtag, space, slash n. And it would just, that's what is printing out here. Okay, I hope you understand, because I finally understood, and I feel great. I've spent less than an hour studying it, 30 minutes actually trying to figure it out, and then just teaching it. And I think teaching really helps. So anybody else out there studying it, I highly recommend teaching it as well. Alright, thanks guys. And that's it of Chessboard in Program Structure, Chapter 2 of Eloquent JavaScript. Guys, take care.